So yesterday we started off talking about subtracting fractions with like denominators, and we use models and number lines. And we can also subtract fractions with like denominators by just subtracting the numerators while the denominator stays the same. So for an example, 6/8 minus 4/8. So like we saw yesterday, we model the first number, 6/8, and then we cross off 4 of them. And we're left with 2/8. So here's another example. 4 minus 2/3. Well, first we have to figure out what 4 equals. I mean, yeah, clearly 4 equals 4, but 4 also equals 12 over 3. How does 4 equal 12 over 3? Matthew? Yes, you need, okay, so if we think about how do we represent the number 1 in thirds? 1 in thirds is 3 over 3, right? Y'all agree? That's 3 over 3? So, if I'm wanting to model 4, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 that's been cut into thirds. So how many total thirds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's where that 12 came from.
Every single box, from the start, you really filled them in whenever you did that method. And towards the bottom, you started filling them in.
And so now that we know that 4 equals 12 over 3, it's easy to take 2/3 away. So we just jump back 2 spaces, and we end up with 10 over 3. All right, so 6/5 minus 3/5 is the same thing as saying 6 minus 3 over 5. The 5 is going to stay the same because we do have like denominators. What is 6 minus 3? 3. Okay? Now let's look at this one. 1 minus 1/10. What is 1?
Equals 1.
It does equal 1, but how can I represent that in tenths? Good, 10 over 10. So this is the same thing as saying 10 over 10 minus 1. Thank you. So it's 9/10. Yes. Okay. So here, 20 minus 5, that's the same thing as saying 20 minus 5 over 100, which is 15 over 100. Wonderful. Okay, we will do some examples together as I pass out your paper. So, let me hand you your math paper, and then we'll do a couple together.
Is this in our math book?
So this goes along with chapter 8, lesson 5 in the math book, but the problems would probably be a little different.
We didn't think we'd go in math class today. This minute thing you have to go to math class. It's because of this one. It's about you get to read other stuff about he gets to their favorite color and their favorite color. Well, maybe not know that, but you'll know my what is the thing on your desk? You should.
3, 2, 1. Let's look at number 1. Oh. So the reason why we have double lines here for number 1 is they want to show you that This is the same thing as keeping the denominator the same and just subtracting numerators. So this is the same thing as saying 4 minus 2 over 3. And what is 4 minus 2?
I don't know.
So now I want to look at number 11. Okay, we ready? Looking at number 11? All right. So I've got to rewrite 5 as something over 4. Okay? So how many fourths would it take to make 5 whole rectangles? So remember, I'm going to need 5 whole rectangles. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to cut each of these rectangles into how many pieces? 4. I'm going to cut each of them into 4 pieces. So now how many total pieces will I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4. 20. So it's like saying 20 minus 1 over 4, which is 19 over 4. Okay. So you're going to be cutting, how many boxes are you going to need? How many rectangles will you need? And each of those will be cut into how many? Denominator, boo. Denominator tells you how to cut. So each of the 8 boxes will be cut into 10 sections. So how many total sections is that going to be? 10 times 8. So you got 8 boxes. 10 in each box. Yes. Yes. So it's going to be 80 over 10 minus 12 over 10. See what I mean, Jelly Bean?
So you're saying it's going to be 80 over 10 minus 80 over...
Minus 12 over 10.
So just take away... Can't we just go 19 over 4? For answer?
Okay. Yeah. No. He was asking me about 12.
So you just minus 12 from 80?
Hmm?
You minus the denominator of what you have times
The denominator times the whole number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 68 over 10.
Okay?
So whenever it says 8 minus 12 tenths, does that mean 10 tenths minus 12 tenths?
Means 10 tenths 8 times.
If y'all pay me 1 cent, I'll give you the answer.
So imagine having 8 boxes. Yes, good. Because I've got 8 boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
68 over 10.
8, and each of them are cut into 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80.
That's different.
It's 6